Well, the last video I made was about packing up for this trip and getting everything into the truck and the GFC topper in order to come here and set up this whole setup. And I said at the end of that, maybe I'll make a video about the setup. So that's what we're doing. From here, you can see that we got a great fire ring. We are dispersed camping. This is completely free. We were alone for 2 nights, and the weekend's coming, so there's quite a few other like-minded people joining us here, which is just fine. Right below the base of Mount Massive, up through the trees there, and off to my left, if I walked off the road, you'd see Mt Elbert. But back to the tour. Of course, this fire ring is our evening hangout, unless it's raining, and you can count on rain off and on in the mountains here in Colorado in early August. Got a lot of hummingbirds showed up, and we didn't have a feeder, so Tammy got that today. We'll see if they like those. We made a homemade feeder over there. One of the pieces of equipment that we love is these cheapo Ozark Trail fold-out chairs. Love everything about them except the cup holder. I'm going to modify that. First few nights, Tammy slept up there, and I slept down below. Last night, I set up a cot and slept down here, and tonight we're both going to sleep down here so we can get going early in the morning. It started to rain quite a bit, wanted to keep our wood dry, so I set up this vestibule outside of the pop-up. And this is our living quarters. Works out real good. Up there's Tammy's living quarters. We can both sleep up there. I sleep right in here usually because I'm running a race tomorrow. Last night I set up the Coleman cot right down there. Just scrolling around, got our kitchen basically, which extends out all the way around, so an L-shaped countertop working space, and we use all of it at times, and sometimes all we need is that. Our cooler, of course, refrigerator. We didn't think we'd even need that organizer thing, but as soon as you hung it up, you get all these little things, and it sure helps, as well as the thing in the middle, and they don't take up much space. We got all of our other gear, all this gear mostly, in these yellow totes, or just piled it back in there. This gear loft thing I kind of modified it, but Tammy got that free at a yard sale, I think, and boy, has that been valuable for this trip. When you're not wearing something, you just throw it up there. And here in the Rocky Mountains, remember, the temperature changes 30 degrees fast and changes back, so you're always peeling clothes and putting on clothes. This tent, pop-up tent, has worked good in several situations. Last night, we put this side on, and this side folds down, and closed it all in. It was like beautiful. Slept great in here. Before that, we didn't have that, didn't have this, didn't have that. We had this wide open view. It was great. Keeps our wood dry though, right there. This was a home run because it just pops right up. It's a core 2-room shower, bathroom setup. We have it set up pretty good. Of course, the bucket toilet. I got a bag there so we can get water from the creek. Get 5 gallons of extra water, extra firewood underneath the tarp. Splitting log happened to be here. That's really nice. There's our shower. I did another video on how I made that. Just pump it up and put warm water in there and take a shower. Pretty homemade hillbilly. Been very satisfied with the Sawyer water purification system. I can make that quart of water, or that quart, that shows how old I am, that liter of water in really quick with that filtration system. Well, he's got to have a clothesline. And, of course, the hammock, just in case I ever quit setting things up and taking things down. And there's kind of the lay of the land on how everything that went into that truck ended up functioning. Every time we go, we think of a few things we need, but usually we think of how the things we have, we don't need all of them. But that's how we go, and it gets better and better each time, more and more organized. Really like this setup and this site.